Hello everyone, my name is Linh. I am a native Vietnamese speaker. I have learned and used English in the past 20 years and I lived in the UK for 4 years. And I myself, I love languages, so I would love to share my experience in learning languages through teaching English or Vietnamese to other students who wish to learn these languages. And so today I am asked to share a lesson with you in either these languages, learning these languages. And I choose to teach you how to speak and listen in another language in a very good way. And I have 3 tips to share with you. And these tips coming from my own experience. I have learned language for 20 years, so I believe that this would be very beneficial for new learners of a language. So my 3 tips will help you to learn how to communicate in another language effectively and how to improve your listening skill and speaking skill. Tip number 1 will be willing to get out of your comfort zone. You know the comfort zone? This is the comfort zone and you gotta be willing to step out of it. If you are not willing to speak up, be willing to get out of the comfort zone to approach a foreigner or a native speaker, to talk to them, to communicate with them. It will be very difficult for you to improve your listening or speaking skill. And to learning a language, it is very important to spend 80% of the time practicing. Especially, this is applicable to listening skill and speaking skill. So number 1, please get out of your comfort zone. The tip number 2 will be, please be willing to make mistakes. At the end of the day, you are a language learner. And when you, like a baby, if you learn a language, you will make mistakes. You will make very funny or even silly mistakes. And some people are afraid of being silly or looking ridiculous in front of others, so they never speak up. And it will be very hard for them to improve their language and their ability to speak and listen in another language. Therefore, please be willing to speak up anyway, even when you will make mistakes, or even when the speaker speaks something that you don't understand very well. Just be willing to participate anyway and ask questions like, "Excuse me, can you repeat that? I didn't understand very well." Or, "Excuse me, what do you mean by ... I didn't get it." So just be willing to make mistakes. That's the tip number 2. And the tip number 3 that I got for you today is, please be curious about the new language and about the new culture as well, because learning a new language, you will have to encounter a new culture, the new way of living, of thinking, of speaking. So be curious in that. Ask the people you are speaking to about, why are you speaking like this? What do you mean by this? How about your culture? How do you meet each other? Do you hug each other when you first see each other? Or you kiss? Or you just shake hands? Things like that will help you to improve your ability to speak and listen as well. Because, as I said before, learning a new language is learning a new culture. So those are the 3 tips that I just shared with you. Number 1, get out of your comfort zone. Number 2, be willing to, yes, that's right, to make mistakes. And number 3, do you remember it? Be curious, yes. Please be curious to the new language and the new culture. Be open-minded. So that's the end of the first lesson today. I always share my experience in my lessons. So I hope that you enjoy the time learning the new language, either it's English, Vietnamese, or any other languages. Thank you and see you in the next lesson.